beautiful people of the world. Today I'm coming at you with another video, and this one is my fake friend story time video because bitches be tripping. If you don't know this about me, I went to Russian school for 10 years every single Saturday. I had a debutante ball at the end of my graduation. So the next year I got invited to participate in the next debutante ball to do the waltz with the next graduating students. We had to meet up every single week to practice doing waltzes. Because if you don't know, debutante balls require debutante ball waltzing. And I was with my friends the whole time because some of them got invited to waltz as well. There was all of these new students, and one in particular student was this girl who came to Russia about 2 years ago. Now, I didn't speak with this girl the whole time pretty much at practice, but as it got to the debutante ball, we for some reason started hanging out, we started taking photos, realizing that we have a lot in common, and it was like a really fun time. And we were like, why didn't we hang out in the first place? Because we just were feeling ourselves. That sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying. After that, throughout the year, for a couple of months, we started getting very, very close. I was telling her about my problems and she was telling me about her problems. I was going through a lot of shit at that time, to be honest, so she was really helping me out. She was there for me like no one was at this particular point. I was also helping her with a lot of things. So I had a Russian school squad, and they were okay with her, but some people, particularly two of my best friends, weren't the biggest fan of hers. Now, I was trying my hardest to get them all to be like best friends together and just hang out and be friends and stuff like that, because I wanted everyone to get along. I just wanted everyone to be friends because I really liked this girl and I really liked my best friends, so I was trying to get them to hang out together. But by this point, like, we were insane about each other. I would tell her absolutely everything about my life. She would tell me absolutely everything about her life, and it was great, and I felt like I had a new best friend. So I was turning 18 in September that year, and during around this time, about a month before or like a couple of weeks before my birthday, things started to change with this girl. So she started becoming very different. She started to change, and she started drinking a lot and going out a lot more. I started hanging out with her other friends, and I'm not saying that is a bad thing, but she just changed. I was totally fine with that. That was totally cool. But also that came along with her being very distant towards me, and every time I would tell her something, she would be very snappy with me or kind of make me feel like I was being judged for doing something. So I kind of stopped telling her things about myself because I kind of felt like I was being judged a lot of the time. And she was just being very standoffish. She was being very not close to me. And I was like, okay, like maybe she's just going through a rough time. I like try to help her out. And at this time also she became pretty like good friends with my friends. People started getting around to her because, you know, we went to parties together, we went to hangouts together, and it was just a generally really fun time until she started changing. So fast forward to my birthday about a month after, and I was turning 18. Let me just tell you guys this. I was a very good girl, emphasis on the was. I'm joking. I didn't drink until the night of my actual birthday, like very precise. And so I don't know about you guys, but during birthday parties, I would imagine that you want your closest friends near to you. Not at all times, but it would be nice, you know. But my other best friend was with me the whole night. She took care of me because I got drunk for the first time. And this girl, let's just call her Sandy, she was nowhere to be found. I saw her for the first 5 minutes of my birthday. We danced together and everything, but then I could not find her anywhere. And I mean, I would see her around talking to everyone else. I just started feeling a little bit distanced away from her, especially since she has already started distancing herself away from me and like judging me, being really standoffish, being really distant. So after that, I stopped kind of asking her to hang out with me, and she did as well. But again, fast forward to 2 or 3 months later, it was Stan's birthday. Now, if you guys don't know, Stan is my boyfriend, but at that time he wasn't, and I was sort of getting feelings towards him. We were talking one time before his birthday, and I'm like, what do you want to do for your birthday? He's like, I don't want anything big, I don't want parties, like I don't want anything like too crazy, I don't want alcohol, like I just want to have like a nice chill time with my friends. So I was like, cool. Literally 2 or 3 days, no joke, I got put into a group message with this girl Sandy, and she messaged everyone and was like, guys, like we should have this massive ass party for Stan, we should get him like drunk, we should have like a piss off, we should have like a house party or rent a place out, it should be really massive and stuff like that. And I was like, he doesn't want that, like what about this, what about that? And like her as well as my Russian squad were like, no, I don't really want to do that, like everyone was kind of listening to her. And I was like, but literally he told me he doesn't want to do that. And it kind of just felt like she just wanted an excuse to sort of like party and drink again. Okay, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. I'm gonna keep it real. I got really fired up at this point because I felt like this was just the cherry on top of everything that happened beforehand. And I was just like really, like this is Stan we're talking about? And I said something, I don't remember quite what it was, and I admit I shouldn't have said it because that was rude. So I said something along the lines of, oh, you're just an expert on everything, aren't you? So she got really angry at that, and I mean, that's understandable, but she started firing back, she started spitting the fire, she started spitting the bars. Meek Mill versus Drake, you know the deal, you know the deal. So what happened next, I will never understand to this moment, and I seriously don't know what was going through her head. But let me just preface this. It was like the start of our friendship and we never really had fights. Like nothing really major happened. We always were positive and we were always like backing each other up, but there were no actual dramas going on. She blocked me on everything except for Instagram. Like everything. I'm talking about everything. And I'm just like, literally, we didn't have a fight. We didn't do anything. Like it was just a quarrel. Like I just said something rude and she just completely overreacted. We didn't talk for a couple of months, and throughout those months I just kept seeing on her Instagram like, I cut people off who don't serve me any value. If you're mean to me, I'm gonna cut you off without even thinking about it. You know those kind of posts, you know those kind of people? Yeah, you know. After that I was just like, okay, like whatever, let her do her thing. So then this is the thing that made me really like confused the most. So we both got invited to a party. At that time, like there was like an event on Facebook and everything, like you could see who was going and stuff like that. And I don't think I could see because I was blocked, but I don't know, but she unblocked me on Facebook, and like an event on Facebook and everything, like you could see. She unblocked me on Facebook and she messaged me. And she messaged me and she's like, oh, are you going to this party? Like all nicely, like nothing was wrong or anything like that. We never had a fight and we were just like, you know, like okay friends. It was weird. It was weird. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to the party. Like, are you going to the party? And she's like, yes, like let's hang out. I can't wait. And I got really confused. I'm like, why are you literally making it out to be like nothing happened? And then she like messaged me. She's like, can we put everything behind us? Like all the drama and stuff. And I'm like, what do you mean? What drama? Like there was nothing going on. Like we just had a little kind of quarrel. And I mean, if you're best friends with someone and you don't have tiny little fights, you guys are not best friends. Like that's just what happens during best friendships. You're not always going to agree with each other. But yeah, she was making like a massive deal about it. And I was just like, yeah, like whatever, sure. And I got really excited and I was like, yes, I'm gonna be best friends with her. Like let's put everything behind us, even though there was nothing behind us. I was like, yeah, I'm so excited. I want to be best friends with her again, and we're gonna catch up at the party and everything's gonna be fine. So comes this party and she's great. She's talking to me. She's a little bit changed, even more so. She started going out way more. She has these problems that she comes to me with and I help her and stuff like that. And basically we just dance and stuff like that, and it's fun, it's great. So I'm like, yes, like we can maybe eventually start being best friends again because I really miss this girl. So after that, she doesn't message me, she doesn't say, hey, do you want to catch up, blah 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 blah. She was acting like we were really good friends again. I kind of stopped messaging her too because I was just putting the puzzles together. There were a lot of really shady things about this. I mean, the Sandy that I knew before was not the Sandy that I know now. I got her a job at my work because I recommended her to the manager, and she put me as a reference on the resume. She became way closer to my close friends than I was close with at the time. I kind of drifted away from my close friends sort of because of her, and it just kind of felt like she was replacing me, and it just kind of felt like I was being used to sort of get into the group. Every side has two stories, and I don't know, but tell me down below in the comments, what do you guys think about this situation? And if you ever had a fake friend, tell me down in the comments below and tell me what ended up happening, because I would really love to know. Alright, I'm gonna go now, and I just really want to say that I love story times, because seriously, you can learn from every single experience and every single situation, because your experience is literally the best thing for advice and for you to learn and grow as a person. And I just feel like watching story times can kind of help other people. So anyways guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe. I really want to give you guys just that little bit of inspiration to do something great every single day. I'm heading off now, but I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys! Love you so much. Mwah!